Welcome to week 6, round 1. This is the last week of the season, so we should be getting some new room rules soon. Not sure if they're going to do a U32 again, but those are always kind of interesting. Get a little bit of a break. Also some shorter matches, but 5 times in the week. Also, it's a good opportunity to just try a bunch of stuff out, depending on what room rules they have. But otherwise, Breaker Silver Surfer is out, so is Storm Mighty, so things are about to get shaken up in the meta anyway. We'll see if we can do something with them on offense or defense this week. And with that, you can already see that I've won the first round. I made a pretty big blunder in one room that you're about to see actually right away in room 1. Otherwise, this should have been a one-shot across the board with some pretty decent efficiency, and yeah. As always, let's see how it went. Now, unfortunately, replays do seem to be broken. They must have hotfixed something after I did my attacks, so I can no longer see these, unfortunately. So this is going to be a fairly short video. I am just going to quickly talk through my attacks, but I won't be able to show any replays, which is unfortunate. So here I just messed up because I already know that this attack here works because I did it last week. But I've been doing a lot of the Scourge for Breaker, trying to push top 10, and I'm just so used to running full Dragon Warriors for that I kind of just went in thinking like they'll be fine. Turns out not fine. So what happens is Songbird Ultimate is unavoidable, so she doesn't hurt that much, but she removes the defense up and does some damage. But also my Eclipse ended up being the person with the least amount of health after her ultimate, so she also eats a Shadow King ping. Now Magneto Ultimate is also unblockable and it hurts like hell, and it hit directly into Eclipse, and then the Shadow King ping killed her. So this would have been fine if Magneto had hit anywhere other than on Eclipse, but RNG got the best of me there, so I just cancelled, came back with the team that I know works. You lose a little bit of efficiency because you're guaranteed to lose living money. I don't think Gwen would survive any better. I might try her next time because she has the dodges, so she will not lose her taunt from the Songbird Ultimate. She will get slapped around by Magneto, but maybe she'll survive. I don't know. We'll see if I want to try it next time. So that was stage 1. Fairly good efficiency in general, though, so not too bad. Going directly into room 2, this is just Starjammer's pretty big Nova here, so I was a little worried, but as you can see, it's a bloodbath. They just don't take turns. Old Man Logan is here to remove the charges from Nova. Sable is here to do a pretty good ultimate that can't be counterattacked and immediately get you off of the taunt from Nova, so you can then just beat into everyone else. I used the Thunderstrike ultimate, not the special, because either way Gladiator had spawned, so I just wanted to kill someone that was far away from Gladiator. And Shadow King just ended it, so they kind of just got obliterated. So pretty simple, pretty quick, pretty painless, or at least for me, painful for them. Stage 3, this was mega overkill. I overthought this so much. It's kind of funny because I could have made this more efficient and not lost anyone, because literally Executioner kills them all. So this is where you have to kind of be careful with what you put in stage 3, because if you just bring something that can survive Blue Marvel and then go, you'll just kill everyone. I was expecting to kill everyone with Sentry, but what happens here is Blue Marvel goes, he puts vulnerables on everyone. My Darkstar survived, but the null, what's it called, Darkness was on Executioner, and he just murdered Darkstar. Mr. Fantastic was here to just give them all a little bit of barrier to just make sure that Blue Marvel doesn't kill anyone. Also, I did not want the assist from Null hitting into anyone other than Mr. Fantastic, because that would have been some bad RNG with extra damage and a slow. But then literally Executioner does his ultimate and they all fall over. And if they hadn't, then I'm pretty sure what's his face, Sentry would have done this, or even Breaker would have done something. But as you can see, one turn, Darkstar died. Honestly, this could have just been new stat characters, Sentry, and Executioner, and that would clearly have been enough. I think Breaker would have done some really good stuff here if he had taken a turn. He was kind of my safety as well, because I guess he would have gone before Sentry anyway, and with his vulnerables he would have killed some stuff, ability block, just to make sure that if they do somehow survive, I'm safe, but yeah, incredible overkill, and I wasn't expecting it, but this guy does so much damage. It's pretty crazy. He's a really fun character. I like him a lot. Room 4. So I've never done this without Sentry, so I wanted to see if this would work, and as you can see, it works really well. Sentry's just good against them in general, because his special can be blocked, does a shit ton of damage. I had Odin spare here though. I think you always want these two for sure, and then you kind of mix and match unblockable, unavoidable attacks with them. Although with Quasar you can actually you don't have to worry about the blinds. But yeah, I mean the whole concept of this is Jeff brings them all together. Then Quasar. Quasar is an interesting one because you can either special to get an assist for Odin, or you can ultimate, which is unblockable, so it's going to do a lot of damage. My thinking here was the only way this loses is if Thrasher survives. So I just want damage, which means I wasn't planning on doing the Odin special this time. So the way this plays out is literally, I mean, I also got lucky with the coin flip, but I would have basically thrown everything at Thrasher no matter what. So Jeff went first, pulls them all together. Quasar ultimate on Thrasher just to get enough vulnerables out. Then Eclipse goes, undoes a little bit of that, but also flips buffs. Then Odin basic, and he's a striker here. I use the basic because that will remove their buffs, assuming Jeff decays the safeguard. And I also just wanted an extra ISO hit into Thrasher, because again, if Thrasher goes, this probably loses because the battlefield effect goes away. But yeah, you do the Odin basic, and then at that point it's just Null and Blade just killing them all. By the time I was done with my sequence here, though, the only person alive was, I think, Speedball. Like, they were all dead. So this is pretty potent. You can probably do a lot of things with, honestly, like this trio here enables a lot of things in this room. You just have to be careful with unblockables. You have to be careful what room this is in, and otherwise, yeah, they just don't really survive. I also think that you just really don't want Jessica here. I know people are putting her here because you don't want to Daemon this, but Odin here was also overkill. I'm pretty sure I could have just brought something else, above 124 or 25. I forget what Daredevil is, but you just want to bring something that's faster than Daredevil, or is it Thrasher? I forget which one of these is faster. You know what? This is a short video. Let's check it out. So Thrasher's 124, I'm pretty sure. Let's see, 124, and then what is Daredevil? He is 123. Okay, so yeah, you just bring a bunch of good things that go faster than Thrasher, kill Thrasher, and then you're done, basically. I mean, Odin is kind of overkill here, but again, most things were dead before my sequence is done. Oath can also be an option here. I think her ultimate is unblockable as well, so it's not. They're kind of easy to beat on defense at this point, which is why I like them on offense, at least with the way I run my defense, which is pretty heavy, because it unlocks multiple tools that it can move around and mix and match more easily. Otherwise, going into room 5, this, I wish I could show the replay here. This is hilarious because, pretty standard against New Mutants, and he's got Executioner here, which in theory should do nothing. But my Yo-Yo hit everyone but Executioner, and he survived the double tap with a sliver of health. So then he hit his ultimate and killed my Iron Patriot. And actually, I was not very healthy, but I got to my Apocalypse turn and used the special to heal up again. And I think that actually killed Executioner. So this is pretty funny. Honestly, a big Executioner here, if you have like a, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 diamond, I guess it was kind of unlucky on my part that he didn't get hit by Yo-Yo, because a gentle breeze would have killed him after the double tap, or if you have a 5 diamond Daemon, I guess, or I guess even bigger Yo-Yo wouldn't matter here. But yeah, this was funny. When I saw him survive, I was just like, ah, shit. But luckily he didn't. I mean, he took away a little bit of efficiency, but otherwise nothing too crazy. But it was pretty funny to see. And then finally, this one was interesting. Also, wish I could show the replay here just for a quirky thing that happens. But Shaw, Iron Fist, so 2 tanks, actually 3 tanks, Hyperion, Emma, which it's kind of rare to see here in this room. And then Lady Bullseye, which if you ever put something in here without Lady Bullseye, you're insane. But I kind of this at this point, these 4 are my core, and then I have a plug and play 1 slot. And today I decided to bring Victoria here because with Emma there, I knew they were going to have more initiative than I would. Even though we both have Hyperion here, so I just needed to eat some attacks. So I figured I'll just bring her. Whoever's getting beat up will get some passive heals from her, and then I get to go. Plus, she's fairly slow and ends up going after you've stripped away all the buffs from people, and her ultimate is actually pretty good. It's like trauma, ability block, and disrupt, I think. So yeah, she's kind of fun to bring here if you have her built. Now, the quirky thing is this should have been more efficient. I think this should have been like a 20-25. But what happened here, and this is a fun math thing, is because of Emma, so what is it? Swordmaster is 120 speed, and she's 119. So what should usually happen is he goes, decays, safeguard, and something else, and then Moon Girl ultimate goes and just flips everything. So it's a pretty good combo, and he's 120, she's 119. She will always go after him. However, because of Emma, his speed ends up being what is it? I'm gonna pull up my calculator here. I forgot already. So he's 120 times 0.9, 108. So he ends up 108, and she ends up 107.1. But what happens is the game rounds that up to 108. So these two ended up in a coin flip, and she actually won the coin flip and went before Swordmaster, which sucks for efficiency. Obviously, in this case, it didn't matter, but it took me a while to figure out what the hell happened because there was no slows, no rewinds that would have only hit him. It took me a little bit to figure out why this was happening. But that's an interesting quirk. I didn't realize the game would round speed stat up. So that's just something to be aware of. But it's rare for that coin flip on your own team to matter, I guess. I've never run into this before, so that was kind of funny. But yeah, that was it. Unfortunately, no replays. Hopefully tomorrow things will be better, so I can actually do a proper video. But otherwise, I guess it's fine to do a faster than usual one since I tend to make 20 to 30 minute videos of me just rambling, and I'm doing that again. So with that, I'll see you tomorrow.